Hello, Assalamu alaikum. It's Gold with Arif here, and in this video, I want to discuss about the deep learning and neural networks. And just the introduction part is actually the volume 3. The book name is volume 3, where is just a part of introduction after the table of contents. So, we will start the video. So now here is actually, I'm actually saying that this is a thumbnail where it's showing that deep learning and neural networks, neural introduction. It's introduction of telling about that what is actually a neural. It's not about what is actually the neural network. I'm just focusing on the book which I will tell you, and the reference of the book I will also share with you, and you can also I will tell you about that. This one is the book, Artificial Intelligence for Humans, Volume 3, Deep Learning and Neural Networks. So it's actually the book of Artificial Intelligence of Volume 3. Okay. So there are three. This edition is actually the published 2015. So in my opinion, that this is good for for best for the nowadays for the stream. But if you want to for the AI and the research paper, if you want to go to the latest, you can also visit for the headcronresearch.gov here. You can go for the to purchase the book or the PDF and license. So if we just scroll a little bit, okay, now here is actually the introduction, and I don't know. Actually, we have to start from here or further. So actually, if we just tell about what is the neural network. So if I tell you about the neural networks, that what is the purpose and the working principle. So first of all, we have to check out that the neural networks are the type of machine learning algorithms. And it's a structure and function of a human brain. Let's talk about that. What are our human brains working? What our human brains are interconnected with towards? What is actually this? If we check about that, the neuron are the composed of interconnected nodes. There are the millions of small piece of nodes where the each and everything is connected with each other. So we can also say that it is similar to the neurons in the brain that work together to process and learn from data. So now, if we just say about the key principle that what we do. So if we just go here and open the notepad. Okay, now first of all, that I will tell you what we do in this neural network course. Okay, if this screen is visible, or I have to somehow zoom it from here. Okay, now first of all, introduction. Okay, now here is actually I will tell you about the key principles that the neural network work. And okay, first of all, I will tell you what we will further discuss about further things. First of all, I will tell you layers. What is the layers? Actually, the layer is actually the structure of the neural network. It is there is an input of layer, and there are also the hidden layers where the output layer also connected through the interconnected nodes, and each layer is made up of nodes, which is known as also neurons. You can say that. So these are connected to each other and nodes and neurons that connect to nodes in the next layers. So each layers are multiple layers there are, and they are actually mixing out each other. Okay, so you can say that it's a hidden input layer. You can say input layer. So we will also discuss about that. What is input? Why input layer? Okay, then there is a hidden layer. Okay. middle layer, and then there is a output layer. Okay. So these are actually integrated to each other. Now number two. Okay, just we cannot go further with this. This it's just an introduction. I will tell you about that there is a weighted connection, activated function. Just right here. Weighted connection. Okay, and number three is it's the activation function. Okay. Now number four. To go to the we can say that uh, training. Training is actually that we have to train the data and where we get the input and desired output and which we have provided. So the network adjusts the weight of the connections through the back propagation, which minimizes the errors. So you can also predict it through the output and true outputs, something like that. Okay. So I can also training the data. You just say that training training, something like that. And first there's just learning of it. Learning. Why I'm saying that learning? What is learning? A network when we there's a lot of nuance, so we can say that it's a network. So it's exposed to more data that learn recognize the patterns and features. So it allowed to the accurate predictions of the classification on new model, on new input data. So first of all, if we just go to the data science, we train the model, EDA process. There are the multiple things out there. So in those things that what we have to do, we have to train the data set, and then we have to make the prediction of the new classification data. So unseen data, we can say that. Okay, so it's a learning predictions and learning somehow like that. Okay, so if we it's a we can so there's a workflow where is the data prediction, data preparation, gather, cleaning the data, process of data, so train the data in neural networks. So how it is possible? Also a very part of the data science, AI. So network architecture designs, training, evaluation, how they prepare data in neural network, back back propagations, and the optimization, fine-tune network architecture. And we just say that the training process to improve the model performance. And the further on things are like that, we just once neural network is optimized, then we have to deploy it to get the prediction and get the output from the unseen data. So we just train from the, for example, 80%. We have trained data from 80%, and then from the 20% data we have test, and then we check out the outputs, that how the functioning of the neural networks are working. It's also the natural learning, image recognitions in neural networks. There is a lot of projects. If we just talk about that, there is a image recognition. It's a project where we can do in this, not in this video, maybe further. I will try through the Python code. I will try my best. So another thing is neural network. So natural language processing. Natural language. So it's a very OCE process. Okay. And the further things as speech recognition, we can also say that the SPSP speech where the user should be able to speak and to also convert the text, or the other we can also do a functionality speech to text, okay, speech recognition, and also very types of prediction and classification problems. Okay. So it's a very complex pattern. So first of all, we have to first these are some things. Now I have to go to the book and here to start from here introduction and just go to the here sales introductions, nothing. programming language. Yes. Achha, now here we just write it here. Although the book text says at the pseudo level will provide example tags for the Java, C Sharp, and Python. The scale programming language was portable remote for the additional also. It's a C Sharp, Java, and Python. So we can also do from three languages. I recommend for the Python. It's very easy and good for all programmers and for also for the beginners. Okay. Now online labs. What's many of them to perform these cities use JavaScript and are available to run online using HTML5. Mobile devices must also have HTML5 capability to run the program. You can find all online lab material and analysis. You can also find here. I can also share the link with you for this. Uh, you can now go further, code position, go further, volume 3. This is a D20 and you go further. So now here, unit. New Letter has been around since 1940, and as a result, they have quite a bit of history. This book covers the historic aspect of neural networks because you need to know some of the terminology. A good example of this historical progress is the activation function. Yes, this is a very good example and a historic progress that what is actual activation function okay, which scales values passing through neurons in the neural network along with threshold activation function. Researchers introduced neural networks and this advancement gave way to segment activation function. This is also very popular sigmoidal activation function. Then go hyperbolic tangent function. These are two very important uh, concepts in neural network. And now the rectified linear unit. It's also the REL. It's also very important. So we also to go through these slides we can also go through the slides. Okay, so while most current lectures suggests as you through the REL activation functions, you can need to understand the model and hyperbolic tangent to use the benefit of RELU. So, what is actually what is actually those concepts? Uh, so, if we talk about what is RELU and what is sigmoidal, okay, this sigmoidal is actually the logistic activation function. A sigmoidal, there is a logistic activation function which is we can say that it's a defined as there is a formula. We can also show in the slide or maybe written here or which is fx is equal to we can say 1 divided by 1 plus power of e minus x. So the maps which is input value between 0 and 1 is which you can interpret as the probability of the input belonging to certain class. So the sigmoidal function is smooth and differentiable, but each which we makes us suitable for the gradient based optimization, which also the good concept in here. Okay, now let's go further. And now, however, the same model function can suffer from the vanishing gradient problem. But there's a gradients become very small for the large positive and negative numbers, making it difficult for the network to learn. So there is actually one thing is the two things. One is two auto activation functions. One is segmodium, which is we can also say logistic activation function. Number two is hyperbolic, which is tangent. So we can say tan H activation function. Okay. So what is actually if we go to the nodes and now activation function, if we just discuss about the activation functions. So number one is actually the There is a primordial activity. There's a lot of functions now. Just about the activation. Number one is primordial activation function. Okay, so primordial activation function. And number two is hyperbolic tangent. We can also set as a tan h function. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. There is a formula in the sigmoidal activation. It's sigmoidal or logistic. We can also say that it's also doing all logistic. Not just okay. So in something modular, there is a function at this right hand is actually the f of x is equal to 1 divided by uh, 1 divided by maybe 1 plus e small e and the power of this just the power of e is minus x. Okay, so now there is a what this function is actually providing. It's actually providing the input values between 0 and 1. The input values. Okay, input values. Input values between 0 and 1. Okay, so it where we can interrupt as a probability for the input block into certain classes. Which class is blocked, which input we can say this input is for the 0 between 0 to 1, 0.1 for example 0.03. So this input is for the probability is for good probability for input in certain class. Now for this sigmoidal function is smooth for the differentiable. Okay, now let's go to the nodes. Okay, now to go for the extra inputs. Let's talk about further things. For example, here we have just written just we have याद छोड़ दिया था याद पढ़ लिया था. Okay, so I don't know further than 1 hour possible we will indicate with which are architectural component of neural network to use. We will always identify the architectural component now accepted as a recommended choice over older classical components. We will bring many of these architectural elements without together and provide you with some concentrated recommendation for the structure for neural network in chapter 14. Maybe it's for the chapter there is the architecting neural networks. Maybe for the maybe there is something like that. Okay, actually, if we go and just explain the then the identify the recommended. There is a already there is a written identify the architecture components. What is the that architecture components exactly? So if we just say that the classical component, that means that the presenting different neural network building blocks. So we can should highlight the modern state of the art choices that are generally accepted as preferred options. So rather than to just describing the older classification approaches, we just say that there is a shift from the set module and hyperbolic and activation function. The rectified RELU activation function are the are actually the as a act as a response. We can say that RELU has become the recommended choice in many modern neural network architectures. Due to its advantages, we can say it's a such faster reconverse uh, converges and better performance and if we say that there is a one more other thing that I have tell you, that bring many of those the architecture element together and provide recommended for the structure and neural networks. What does it mean? It means that in further chapter we will also let's skip this. Uh, Maybe it's better for the that time. Just go through this. Neural network have risen from the ashes for this credit several times in its history. Mac launch neural network for the neural networks that was in for the idea of neural network, however. They had no method to train these neural network programmers had to craft by hands and create matrices of these early networks. So it means that there is a 1943 history of a person where he discovered a new network, but further he cannot train that data. So the programmer have worked for the and that precious neural network for the first time. Okay. Background, just, Romans have provided such needed trade algorithm called backpropagation. It's also important somehow. We just write it here, backpropagation. Yes. Okay, now further more, which automatically creates a fake pixel of your network in back on many layers that simulate the architecture of animal brains. Okay, however, propagation is slow, and as the layer increases, it becomes even slower. It happened. Uh, it appeared as the addition of computational power in the 1980s and early 90s helped neural network perform tasks, but the hardware and training algorithm of this era could not effectively train neural network with many layers, and for the second time, neural network fell into disuse. Maybe that is a very good thing. I don't know. Fell into disuse means what is actually meaning of this disuse? Maybe it's not in the use. It's not going to using that networks. I don't know that. So this is good. The layers increases. Yeah, there is an input layer, middle layer, output layer, and then a lot of things are. So obviously, the third rise of the neural network. Yes, yeah, I don't know. It's important. I don't know why I'm reading this. Actually, there is a lot of things. If we go further, a lot of discussion further. But I don't know why I'm wasting the time here. I really don't. I don't know. It's very benefit or not. Okay, just no problem. Let's move on here. The third rise of neural network occurred when the Hinton 2000 provided a radical new way to train deep learning network. The recent advances in high-speed graphic processing unit GPU allowed for immersive neural network with three or four layers called and LED led to resonant technology. Okay. In other structures, the goal reviews as use of the coordinate self-organization as well as self-organization maps. Okay, self-organization is also introduced by an analysis of that. Hopefully, for reinforcement can be also due to feedback. Okay. Feedback and the network many layers feedback contain the GPU support. Okay. Deep network, we also explore the technology related to deep learning such as the drop-over regulations and continuous communication. Finally, we demonstrate the techniques through several real-world examples of deep learning. Okay. Image recognition is very important. I don't know, but when I will start this image recognition, this is very important topic which you can also Python library name and OpenCV. So I will also do the code for that, and it's very important for that. Okay. So now go further. If you would like to read the okay, I will share you this link if you're interested. Okay. And I don't know if it's just can you proceed or not? I don't know. I just copy paste it here. Now get further. Uh, Now move on in texture champion. Okay, maybe you are properly identifying this or not. Uh, yes, okay. Now, Kickstarter campaign 2020 launch is proof for there. Okay, okay. We'll move on. Background information. Okay, just, just 2 minutes to read this quickly. Okay, just zoom out a little bit. Background information. Background information. You can read article that your documents in my order, follow by this does his name. Uh, most people, most lay people consider neural network type of artificial brain. According to the dispute, neural network could power robots or carry on intelligent conversation with human beings. However, this notion is a closer definition of artificial intelligence (AI) than of neural network. Throughout AI seeks to create truly intelligent mechanics. The current stage of this intelligence, the term repeat intelligence. Okay, related to the small part of AI is currently existed carry the many skills highly specific tasks, unlike the brain human brain, computer-based neural network, not general-purpose computational devices. Furthermore, the term neural network can create confusion because a brain is a network of neurons. Just AI using neural networks to avoid the problem. We must make an important distinction. Now, go further. We should really call human brain biological neural network BNN. Okay, biological neural network BNN. It's a keyword, so just also save this here. Okay, so further, most text do not bother to make distinction between BNN and artificial neural network. ANN, artificial neural network, ANN. So it's artificial neural network. So further, it's an artificial neural network. That's good. Okay. Okay. Got here. Typically neural network. A typical input pattern, input layer, hidden layer is black box, output layer, and output patterns. Okay. Now, uh, as you can see here, the what is actually the input matrix and what is actually this what is actually this as the neural receptor pattern of the pattern will operate sequentially and will be it has an input this behavior not like that the human brain which does not operate synchronously. The human brain is for the input but it produces output anytime it feels like it. You can say that secretly, neural networks operate as a synchronously, that is one by one. So the output can, when it has input exactly, the output is when recovered, maybe when shown with this should be the input. This behavior is not like that the human brain exactly. The human is a very unique nuance, a very unique behavior. It's not that we are just doing the input and then we are just taking out yeah, mom said what you have eaten, and then we say that we have eaten this. We can say we are not doing this. There is not an input. We just say that we want this and this and this. Even there is a parents say that what you have to eat and we haven't responded. We just ignore that. That is very bad thing. So human brains just look like this and so it's actually a software. So software in your network is something like that. Input pattern, input layer, hidden layers. So it's actually black box, and then the output layer is actually output pattern. Okay. Okay, neural network structure. Uh, uh, Neural network structure. Okay, we have to study about this, and we actually I want that we have to do some Python code of this. So, in my opinion, that both can get good benefits for this. So, okay. The next video we will discuss about the what's neural networks structure, and we will discuss their I don't know where a simple example. Okay, let's just go for the further, and also we do the Python code for that. Okay, and it's just about the neural network structure about me for this, and hope you like this video and enjoy this video. In this, there neural network just said there is a clear understanding of currently accepted best practice and guidelines for the building a neural network architecture. Whether you are doing historical overviews, unit for components, it's very just a waste of time. So I just suggest you to just go on to the main topic. You can also, if you are just doing for the deep learning of starting, focus on you have a properly invested time to understand this. So I recommend this to watch this. You can also watch my video. You can also I will also share this book to you, and you can also study visually. You can also put it. So thank you for watching this video. Hope this video likes this video maybe good benefits for you. So thank you for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.